W reps, an upper back workout just to get the muscles activated nicely in our upper back. So starting off on the ground, chest to ground, we're going to pull our elbows right back and keep our hands off the ground. From here you're going to retract your shoulder blades together, or your scapula, so pull up, then back down, release the tension, but don't put your hands on the ground. So it's up, down, and just work through that for 30 seconds. So hands back in, up and down, just engaging and releasing the tension. Don't put the hands on the ground, and down. And that's your Handplank is an isometric core exercise and upper body exercise. So we're going to hold tension on our chest, our arms and our core throughout this movement. So hands, starting position, our hands in under our shoulders so the joints are stacked. So shoulder over elbow over wrist. This allows the weight to distribute down through the heel of the hand perfect. From here, you're going to come up with your hips and feet and hold this position for as long as specified. That's a hand plank. So from the side, hands in under the shoulders, feet back, hips down. If you struggle with the hips in this, sinking to the ground, just squeeze your glutes and squeeze your quads, and this will help hold in place on the hand plank when you're struggling. And that's a Yoga push-ups is going to incorporate some upper and lower body work. It's a nice dynamic movement. So we're starting off in our push-up position. So hands in under the shoulders, feet together. From here, we're going to fold over into a push-up, down to the ground, back up, and push back the heels and hips towards the roof. From the side, hands together, feet together, fold over, push up, and then back, up and squeeze along the back of the legs, and then back down into push-up. If you struggle with the push-up, pop your knees, fold over, do your push-up, then pop into downward dog. Blackburns are a nice dynamic upper body warm-up exercise. So we pop to the ground, chest down. From here, we're going to bring our hands out, together at the front, keeping them off the ground. Bring them back behind, catch your hands, lift your hands first, then lift your chest off the ground. Relax the tension, bring back out, and repeat. So I'll show you from the side also. So chest to ground, hands out. Touch at the front, back behind, turn them up. Lift the hands, lift your chest, bring back down, and repeat. And that's how you do Blackburn. Spiderman Windmill is a great dynamic warm-up exercise. We use that to get some leg and upper body warm-up done to get the blood flowing in the total body. Starting position, push-up position, foot comes up outside your hand. You're going to sink your hips towards the ground, so sink them down. The same hand as the foot rotates up towards the roof when you follow with your eyes. After that, bring the foot back, alternate onto the opposite side, sink the hips. Same hand again, rotate the spine, and repeat. And that's your Spiderman. Push-ups are an upper body compound movement, meaning we're going to incorporate more than one muscle group in the exercise. So we're going to work our chest and our triceps in a push-up mostly. So you engage in all of our upper body push muscles to complete the movement. I'll demonstrate from the side. So starting off on the ground, our full push-up form is where our hands are going to be just under or outside of our shoulders. Keep them underneath the shoulder, feet together. From here, you're going to unlock your elbow. You're going to fold forward and down and push back up. Try not to push back in the movement, and make sure you push up, driving from the elbow down through the heel of the hand. So again, forward, down, and up. To regress the movement, we start off in this position, pop the knees to the ground, and from here you'll fold forward, down, and push up. Again, making sure we drive up, and we don't drive back in the movement. That would be poor form. And then to make it another regression on the movement, if you struggle with doing push-ups in either full body or knee position, you can do an eccentric push-up. So from here, unlock the elbows and fold forward, down, 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 as slow as possible. Release the tension, and then get back up and repeat that, lowering yourself under tension, and that will work the triceps and the chest in the movement. An arm walkout and shoulder tap is a nice dynamic movement for the upper body. It incorporates our arms and shoulders into the movement quite a bit. So starting position is standing up. We're going to bring our hands down towards the ground. We're going to start walking out as soon as you touch the ground. You're going to walk out, 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 out until you're down in your push-up position. From here then, you're going to engage your glutes and keep your core nice and solid. You're going to do a tap on each arm, and you're going to walk back up until you come to standing position. And that's your arm walkout and shoulder. When working bodyweight exercises for the upper body, you can find it quite difficult to engage some of the muscle groups without equipment. So we use our own body weight and strength and contraction to create tension in the muscle groups and fatigue them as such. So for biceps, we usually would lift something with a bicep, so it can be quite hard. So what we're going to do here is an isometric bicep hold. So we're going to tuck our elbow into our side, keeping a right angle on the arm. So elbows right under the shoulder, right out to the hand. You're going to get your other hand and push down into the palm of the hand. With this hand, you're going to push up and try and push past this hand. So push, 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 and we're engaging our bicep here. We're really like working the muscle under tension. So keep pushing as hard as you can. You probably see me shaking there. So you want to keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Then after that, you're going to pop the other elbow in, nice and solid, hand out, and you're going to push against it again. And that's how we create tension in the bicep. Tricep dips. A very easy way to work our triceps at home is doing a bodyweight tricep dip. All you need is a piece of furniture or something like a step or a box, anything that has a bit of a height off the ground. The starting position here is you're going to get a hand on either side of the chair or on either side of a bench or box and put your feet straight out. From here, you sit down and drive up. So down and up, pushing from the elbow down through the heel of the hand. To make it easier, just pop your feet up and just take some weight off, and then you'll be able to keep working then. So if you fatigue during the set, then you're able to bring your feet back, take some weight off, and keep working. T-reps is an upper back exercise created to hold tension up on our traps and our scapula area. So we're going to start off with our chest to the ground. We're going to make a capital T, like the letter T, out of our body. So arms push right out and our legs are back straight. So from here, we're going to pull our scaps together, which is going to raise our arms up. Everything else stays put, just up and down. We don't bring our hands to the ground, we keep them a couple of inches off the ground throughout. So up, down for the time specified. And that's a T. Palm press is an isometric hold to create tension on our chest and our biceps. So the starting position is hands are out in front, in line with your sternum. You're going to push your hands together as hard as possible for the time specified, and this is going to create a lot of tension on your chest muscles and your biceps. From the side, the distance you want out is about here, so a little angle on the arms, in line with your sternum, and you're going to push, 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 and this will really create tension, and you'll feel that burn. So that's a palm press. An elbow plank is an isometric hold for our core. So our starting position is down on the ground. We're going to bring our elbow right under our shoulder. You can either bring your hands together or keep them on the ground. Put your feet together or just slightly apart, and you're going to hold this position for as long as you can, keeping your hips down and your core engaged. So from the side, elbow is under your shoulder to let the joints stack and the weight come down through the joints. From here, you're going to hold and create tension on your core for as long as you need. Keep the hips down. If you find you struggle, squeeze your glutes and your quads, and that will hold your hips in place. And that is an elbow plank. Plank up is a dynamic core and upper body exercise. So we're going to start off with an elbow plank. So your elbows in under your shoulder, down on the ground. From here, you're going to bring one hand back, replace your elbow, push up with your tricep, and then you're going to come back down. Keep your hips as controlled as possible throughout the movement. So from the side, elbows in under the shoulders, hips down. From here, replace your elbow with your arm, back up, then come back down, keeping everything nice and controlled, and work 2 reps as specified. That's a plank. Plank is an isometric core exercise and upper body exercise. So we're going to hold tension on our chest, our arms, and our core throughout this movement. So hands, starting position, our hands in under our shoulders, so the joints are stacked. So shoulder over elbow over wrist. This allows the weight to distribute down through the heel of the hand perfect. From here, you're going to come up with your hips and feet and hold this position for as long as specified. That's a hand plank. So from the side, hands in under the shoulders, feet back, hips down. If you struggle with the hips in this, sinking to the ground, just squeeze your glutes and squeeze your quads, and this will help hold in place on the hand plank when you're struggling. And that's a hand. Stiff arm burpees are a burpee variation designed to be nice and explosive and quick to move through. Our start position is wide feet, so feet are outside the hips. Our hands come to the ground, feet jump back together, and back up out to wide position and stand. No jump in this. So hands down, feet back, and up. From the side, feet are out wide, hands down, jump and stand. And that's a stick arm. Jumps are a lower body plyometric exercise, so they're explosive in their nature. This is really going to get the heart and lungs working, and you really feel it in your legs. Starting position, our feet are outside your hips. From here, you're going to take a small bend and you're going to jump, and then sit right down and jump again. You want to land on the heel with a soft knee, so your hips are able to go straight down, rather than landing with a stiff leg and getting impact on the knees. So from the side, feet are outside the hips. We're going to take a little bend, jump, back down, jump, back down. So you want to work through those as nice and quick as possible, keeping your feet in the same position. Focus on landing on the heel with a soft knee, allowing you to sit straight down and explode back up. And that's jacks are one of our more common cardiovascular exercises. This is really designed to get the heart rate up and going in a nice simple movement pattern, working both the upper and lower body. Our starting position, feet together, hands down by the side. From here, jump out and hands up and then back in. That's your movement. So you can go in a slow movement just to keep moving, or you can work jumping jacks really fast if you want as well. So that's the jumping jack.